Join TJ as he investigates and locates artifacts in a city that has a history dating back to the early 1800s. A city that has seen fierce battles, rich oil tycoons, and the birth of our nation's space program. With a metropolitan population of over 6 million people, there is only one urban treasure hunter.
So here's Luke.
Hey,
Luke was able to join us today, and he brought his unknown model of the.
It's the coin master.
White's, right?
White's coin master.
Oh, it's a coin master.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so he got a penny hit, and he ended up with part of a Coke can, and of course we take those because we don't want to leave trash.
Yeah.
And then we'll just put the plug back in.
Sit next to me.
And it looks like we're never even here. Let me go over some equipment that you'll need. Of course you need your detector, but there's other things you need. I like to wear long pants, and as you see, Goldman's wearing long pants. The mosquitoes can be pretty bad.
What's the history of this place? Like, who won the battle here?
Okay, the Texas Revolution was here. The Mexican army actually camped here. Santa Anna rode on the river back here and shot at the Texas army that was here. And they say that he buried gold here, somewhere on this property.
So we'll find out.
If you go around, you find two types of relics. You find not only Texas Revolution relics, but Civil War relics. We found 2 ringers, 3 ringers, and they had been shot and went through something. Either it was hunting or shooting people. This one is a straight razor. Actually, camera girl found it, and I just helped her recover it. Gardening gloves. Some people don't wear them. Goldman is really tough, and he doesn't need them. But I wear them. It just protects your hands, keeps them from getting dirty, and it also protects you from tetanus, which is in the dirt. A lot of people think tetanus is just in metal, rusted metal, but it's actually in the dirt. I did the coffee with TJ at Starbucks, and good turnout.
Hundreds of people like
Hundreds,
us?
thousands. But Dime Man was there, and he brought a folder with him that had a bunch of paperwork in it regarding the laws in Harris County.
Nice.
And basically what happened is the Texas Historical Commission has rights to every piece of property in Texas. They think they have rights to private property owners, and everything under the ground. And there was an antiquities law that was 100 years, that's federal, where if you dig something up that's 100 years old, it belongs to the government. Well, they made it 50 years in Texas. Let's see what Goldman found here. It's very interesting because it's tin. It's not aluminum. Yeah, this is a tin can, which they quit making. When did they quit making tin cans, Camera Girl?
No idea.
Do you remember?
No. No.
I think... I don't remember. I think it was the 40s.
Okay, I found this tin cup or piece of a tin can. The French first patented it in 1813 and started mass producing it in 1830, I'm sorry. And they stopped producing them in 1957.
I use a little digger, but today I'm actually going to use a shovel. And Goldman has a big ass shovel that he brings. What they did was they did a seeded hunt where Dime Man and some other guys went out to a park like this in Harris County, Precinct 4, and they went to look for things that were planted in the ground, and they got permission from the park to do it. Well, THC employee, Texas Historic Commission, was in there and saw them digging up trinkets and have any clue what was going on. Didn't know that they got permission, it was planted stuff. And they threatened to sue Harris County for letting metal detectors dig in their parks because they could be digging up relics. Pepsi. Should have at least got a Coke. So that's whenever Jerry Eversole, the Precinct 4 commissioner at the time, who was involved in illegal activity, he lied to a federal agent when they asked him point blank if he'd done it. He said no. And that right there is prison time.
Oh yeah, that's perjury.
Well, being a politician, of course, he got a slap on the wrist and probation. He had to give up.
Just a chunk of metal. What it's from.
Very cool. Alright.
There's another thing I wanted to show you.
You forgot one thing.
What?
You need to bring a camera girl.
Yes, you must bring your camera girl. Absolutely. Every treasure hunter needs a camera girl.
And one time I was getting in the swimming pool, and I was going down the steps, and the basket filter is all the way at the end of the pool. And so here comes this black water moccasin out of there, and he was heading towards me. So I ran out of the pool, and I got my net, and I scooped it up, and it went flying over the fence. I didn't know what else to do, and I don't know if it ended up in the yard next door, or across the street, or in the road, or where. But it was out of my pool and out of my yard. It's like a rod or something.
Ah, wire. Yep. There appears to be more in here too.
Is it gold wire?
It's old rusted metal.
I think you found part of an old fence. Okay, I want to show you my Gerber. This is my Gerber. It's a great knife. If you have survival knives, you know Gerber makes a great knife. Well, I decided to try the Bear Grylls knife. Works great. I've chopped down a tree with it in 10 minutes. The blade comes very sharp. It also has a sharpener. If you look down here, it has a sharpening stone here, and that just velcros on it very nicely, and it has a fire starter, a fire rod. Now what you do on the end here is the strike bar, and you just strike it like that, and you get your sparks and your fire. Real easy. So it's a great survival knife.
I went outside and there was a snake that was probably 4 feet long or so, and it saw me and it reared up like a cobra. Its neck spread out. It was just a grass snake up in Stillwater in my parents' house. I thought it was a cobra, but really it was a grass snake.
Like
Camera girl, I have found something, as the newbies would call, roundness. I found a coin. I'm gonna come take a look at it.
Yes. Awesome.
I don't know if you can see this, but right here, I have a coin.
Oh, I can see it. I don't know if the camera can see it, but I can see it.
Alright, if you can see this, it's a coin. It looks like a pin.
Hold on.
Let's see what it is. It's out in the middle of a field, so it's a memorial. Just a regular old memorial penny. They have,
I didn't know
they
that
have like non-poisonous snakes that look like cobras here.
They do?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, apparently.
Yeah, but it wasn't poisonous. I took it over to my neighbor's house, and he was like, "It's not poisonous. It's just a grass snake." But I'd never seen one that actually.
Was it pretty big?
Yeah,
well, you said about 4 foot long.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I grabbed a pole that was about 10 feet long with the down on it.
See, I dug it up right over there. TJ said it was a gate latch. So it's probably not worth anything, but it's a relic.
Very cool.
I also brought hiking boots. These are just ankle high. And this time of year, there's a lot of little snakes because it's spring and a lot of babies will be hatching. So this should be sufficient. No need for gaiters for me. It's nice and sharp. So Luke brought his buck knife. Made in the USA. You know, these are actually made in China.
Really?
Yeah. It's the only Gerber knife, I believe, that's made outside of the U.S.
Really?
But they did a good job, and you see the 2 holes? So you can mount it to a stick and make a spear. Alright. It's a shotgun shell.
Really?
And that's a very old shotgun shell.
That's great.
Here, let me get a close up.
That's very old.
Oh, that's cool.
See, it had a paper case. Now they have plastic. Well, these paper cases are, they dissolve quickly. You'll also want to bring something with DEET to protect you if you can handle DEET. It really helps get rid of the mosquitoes. I found an 1897 British musket.
Over in this park,
right over here. And took it to a museum nearby that has a lot of relics, and they verified that it was a British musket from 1897.
Oh, it's barbed wire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this is it. These barbed wire fence. Looks very old. Wire's hard to pinpoint.
Wow, look at that.
Master
This is
today.
something that I found. It is a cuff link. Let's see if we can get a close up. It's an old copper cuff link. Okay, as you can see, it has the front and the back. A lot of people find cuff links and they don't find the back, and they call them ring tops. But they're actually not ring tops, they're cuff links. This is a very old one. It rang up as a penny and it was like a foot down. So I'm hoping to find many more of these.
At least a pair.
Your dad seemed like an interesting character.
Yeah, he is.
And I loved the video that you posted. Action, 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 action. I loved it.